Alright, well, welcome to Sleep When the Baby Sleeps. Um, yeah, so the title of this series is a lie. So what I'm actually doing is I'm gonna play some phone games. Basically, it's sometimes really convenient because sometimes you just get a few minutes here and there. Uh, but then at night, when the baby sleeps, well, maybe I should be sleeping, but I'm doing this instead. It's really hard to find decent phone games sometimes because it's just the market is just so over. The really crappy pay to win loot box grinding with real money nonsense is just sort of over promoted and advertised, and then uh, so finding some good stuff can be kind of a trick. So this is Night of the Full Moon. It's pretty interesting. Like the base game is sort of Slay the Spire clone, sort of, kind of, uh, mostly that genre. It's got some kind of interesting mechanics, but what I really actually like this new, totally different game mode. It's sort of an auto battler. Oops, that's not what I meant to. What was it? Mirror. Okay, so this Memory in the Mirror, they launched that only last month as just a free add-on that, well, the base game and this alternate game mode, they both have their own DLCs, which is sort of the revenue. So, but those are just old-fashioned, tried and true uh, expansions. You don't pay to not have to grind experience. You just if you're paying money, it's because you want to actually enjoy a game with additional levels or different characters that you can play as that are all roughly balanced or whatever. So this is the new mode, Into the Mirror. It's basically an auto battler. You buy units, you upgrade them, and then you send them off, and then they have predetermined behavior. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna skip the tutorial, but it's kind of interesting. There's these things called factions. You start with just warriors unlocked, and then the first three non-tutorial levels you unlock the first three one at a time, and anytime you replay a level, you have to pick the prescribed number of factions. It increases the variability in your card pool, which makes certain combos harder to fish for. So in general, maybe you'll find something cool and broken as a synergy, but for the most part, having reduced consistency should make it kind of harder. So I'm going to play just the first non-tutorial level just to demonstrate the concept. There are going to be much fewer things that you have to process and understand, which, that's why they do it. You learn kind of the basics, and then you add more, and then once you start to get used to those things, you add more things to the card pool and to layer it on top of what you're already familiar with. So I've put this, here's me talking, I already put it in place. It's relatively convenient. It's hard to find good real estate. There's a lot of decent information here. Okay, so there's this appears like your experience bar at the very top middle with the star there. What's interesting is when you're at the store, you can pay 1 gold per experience point just to hit the next level. Otherwise, you just hold on to your gold or use it to buy units. Well, you have to buy one of the first units because you have 3 gold. Everything in the store always costs 3, except for leveling up, and then rerolls always cost 1. So leveling up is really powerful, but it's just the units continue to cost just 3 gold. So what do I want to do here? I think any unit should be able to win the first level. So this one, Growth is it does something, and any stat gains attached to a growth term. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're not all stat gains, but if it is a stat gain, then growth is a keyword that happens at the beginning of battle, and it's permanent for the rest of the run. And this one, it only gives another ally plus one attack. So the first time, it won't get to use that ability because he's by himself, but that's okay. That's just an automatic win no matter which unit you pick for the first fight, so that's no problem. So two of these, they will buff each other, but not themselves. So I'm guaranteed that they're both going to be permanently 2/3s. Notice that there's 6 slots. They go in kind of book order, at least in left to right and then left to right again. So it's not like Arabic or Japanese, but English and I don't know, probably French or some other ones. But anyways, left and the units in the front generally will take a hit before the units in the back. Like, I think ranged is the exception. Ranged attacks can immediately hit the back row, but everything else they will be blocking for. This unit would be blocking for that one, but these units are literally identical, so I'm not gonna.
Did you call me?
There at the bottom left, you see the health. I don't know if there's any way to restore it, but basically it's 3 strikes and you're out. If you lose a battle, it's not over. But it'd be better not to, so yeah. This one battle's a little bit awkward because when you buy a third copy, you get the golden version, which is upgraded. You get to keep all the bonuses from the other two. Those bonuses are added up to the base value of the base unit. So I should have 2 bonus attacks. So I think and then I don't know if it gets another bonus on top of that to like health. So I don't remember exactly how it works, but it's not that great because there's no way I can afford to get another unit for it to actually buff. So I'm hitting the same issue again. But like worst case scenario, I get a golden unit, but I drop 1 combat. Actually, you also get an additional bonus. Yeah, the translation to English is actually pretty spotty. So, like they don't always use like pronouns like select exceed current level minion. That means a minion whose level exceeds your current level. So I'm level 1. That 1 star at the very top of the screen. The 1 star and the units. Yeah, so when I hit 2, I'll start seeing additional units who are also level 2. So what am I doing here? So it's very good. This is what I got. If I got something else for my reward, then bonus stats my unit is not quite as good because what I really want is a unit to absorb those bonus stats that this unit is going to dish out. So who would I like to get? Who would I like to permanently start gaining attack? So this one, Drunkard is kind of interesting. Yeah, I guess I don't hate it. So the other ones are not very good recipients of bonus stats because their job is to sort of do their thing and then help everyone else. Entry is a one-time, you deploy it to the battlefield and it does something, and then that's it. It's used its ability. And I think if this unit were deployed, and then I later got my 3 copies, I could redeploy it, and then I'd get the upgraded version of this ability. So, in theory, you could get it a second time, but overall, they're supposed to be a little bit more powerful. What they do. This one, it's kind of nice that it's front-loaded. You get the +2/+2 right away, but I think I like Drunkard as a unit that This kind of has like a nice little thing going on. I don't know. It's maybe not the best unit, but at the moment it seems pretty takeable. I didn't even get to use the ability, didn't even get to attack, so, but next time I guess pretty soon we'll get to see in action. So I think I definitely want to level up. I'm almost there. Then I want to reroll. That'll cost me 2 gold off 4 left over to buy whatever they give me. And I have a level 2 spell. I could buy another drunkard. I don't know if the ability upgrades like would be like a times 1/3 or times 1/4. I've never upgraded a drunkard before, but this, I guess we can find out. Dirk is an alternative. That's by default. Your units have 2 equipment slots. Yeah, I don't know. Dirk is pretty tempting here, but I would like to know what drunkard actually does when you upgrade it. I'm just too curious here. Before I do that, let me see what spells it's going to offer me as my level up bonus. Oh, these are just... I feel like I'm a little bit defense heavy right now. I could take the attack damage. Yeah, I feel like this guy's ability is kind of defensive in nature, so bonus damage seems to make sense here. Okay, so I think what happened when I upgraded it, that used to be a 3 health, so I think it doubles the base stats and then adds all bonuses, which I guess is just the same as just adding their numbers together. Okay, so what am I doing? These are eventually going to be merged anyway, so it's like one of these two. I don't know which. Probably doesn't really matter. It's just... yeah, they're eventually going to be merged, so I should not overthink this. Honestly, the first expedition, or whatever they're called, like the first difficulty stage is not that hard. It gets a lot harder. I just started playing this, so I've only done like 4 of them, and once or twice I lost them, but then still getting the hang of it. But I think level 1 I crushed it pretty hard on my first try. Okay, so what do I want, attack or health? I think usually attack is sort of better. Sure, let's just go for the attack.
But defense is a good offense.
There's my... let's find out what the bonus damage is. Okay, yep, halves it twice, which in depending on how the math works, what does it do with the rounding? That could be either strictly better or strictly worse than timesing it by 1/4. So I don't know about the rounding conventions here. I don't know if we're going to get enough battles to see it play out. Here I can get a level 3 unit. You can actually keep it for later. Like, I could wait until I get to level 4, but considering that I pretty recently gained a level and I'd like to keep scaling, like, if I wanted to save anything, I'd probably rather save gold than save my lucky ticket. Okay, this is a good scaling unit, the Shackled. Unfortunately, this is a unit who would have benefited more from bonus health, because it has to, every time it attacks, it gets stronger, so the more health it has, the more likely it is to be able to attack, survive, and then attack again. And then on the other hand, the more damage it does, the more likely it is to just wipe out the board before it even gets a chance to attack again. So I would have liked bonus health on this unit. Honestly, the pool of level 3 warrior units is so small that I should have based my decision entirely on the existence of this unit. So this unit, Pierce means it hits the front unit and the unit behind it. Which is, if you have some way of scaling that, like it's got front-loaded built-in scaling just because I have a special shop that sort of makes this unit a little bit stronger than it would have been. I think I like this long-term scaling. Let me just put this here. And I'm out. No, I'm not out of gold. I could put... Oh, both of these are actually reasonable. Yeah, let's go ahead and front load a little bit more scaling on this guy. Seems fine. I mean,
Life slips by like a flowing river.
that's pretty substantial considering that that's 2 procs of its passive, and I only got to use his ability once. So that is, yeah. See, now that I have a unit that I actually want to scale up, these apprentice cooks are starting to make some sense, pretty good amount of sense. I can sell them for 1 gold. They've kind of already done what I need them to do, and I just want this unit to attack a lot. So that's a thought. Okay, here's that bonus health that I said is really good. Like this, honestly, I think the very first map, this unit can just hard carry. That's probably the long and the short of it. I don't want this one in front. I want to just sell these 2. I think I don't want to sell them. I want to triple them and then redeploy it. And then maybe I can sell it later. At any rate, I'm down to 2 gold. Oh, the gold icon is right next to my phone camera. So that's kind of silly. But unfortunately, this one has been stealing the growth procs from this upgraded fisherman, apparently somewhat often, which is a little disappointing.
Singing gives you strength.
And I can read the abilities, like what does Snow White do? So when any of her allies attack, their entire team gets +1 attack. Okay, so that could be scary, but they don't.
Have you seen a little boy?
They don't have enough health for that to really add up to anything. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So that's the reason here's it happened. That's good. So I didn't sell these, so now I can triple it, and then when you triple it, you get a unit that's on your bench, so you can do it. So these ones with entry abilities, you can redeploy it and get yet another. So it was a total of +8, +8. Even though individually they're supposed to do +2, +2. When you add it all up and do the math, that's how it works out. Pretty slick. Okay, so now I'm only 6 experience away. Yeah, this is a current level minion, so if I'd like to get a 3-star, I'd like to triple this guy, actually. That would be really good. Oh, that's right, I got him from a special. I was level 2, and I got the ticket where you get one that's 1 level higher, right? That's what I did. So I'd like to hit 3, and then I'd like to use this, and then I'd like to fish for a 2nd and a 3rd copy of my scaling unit. And maybe I just hoard my gold. I don't really need these. It's a little bit dangerous to sell this frontliner here. I think I am going to do it, though, because he's stealing buffs from this guy. It's a little bit safer to keep him in, but this guy, if he gets more chances to scale... could be nice. I don't know. I've only got 4 units, though. 4 is not a lot. Okay, no, I changed my mind. I think I'm just gonna... I could probably do it either way just because it's lower difficulty, but I think probably... if it... yeah, I don't know. Probably the better habit would be to just try to survive and don't really sell that unit until I have something I want to replace it with. Oh, that was, yeah. A draw counts as a victory. It's kind of, you think of it as you're trying to progress to the tower and the enemies are in your way. So if it's a mutual wipeout, then you're in the clear. You can proceed. Okay, so I think I wanted the bonus health because what I said was this. I wanted him to survive. I wanted the fight to be longer so that I can scale more.
Not every memory can afford a frame.
Okay, so I had to level up first, and then I want to re-roll the store. Or I could cast the spell first. I guess I should just get the freebie. Or I can have both to look at. If I re-roll the store and then cast the spell, you can actually go back and forth. But when I do the spell, I only get one of the 3 that I'm offered, so what I am about to see could influence my decision, maybe. Like, Captain is kind of decent. It's not necessarily what I want to see, but I mean, Captain is fine. I mean, it's definitely better than, you know, it's kind of definitely a better version of Fisherman. And did I get, so so here, right above where my portrait is, there's this gift box thingy. I can toggle between the 2. Chameleon is also pretty interesting, so this basically counts as if it were a second copy of my unit over here. Like having 2 pirate thugs, 2 out of 3 pirate thugs is, you know, those are going to scale offensively. Get me a nice little heavy hitter. I think I want the chameleon more. I think I want to really... I didn't get the shackle, but maybe if I re-roll, I will. I still have 10 gold to work with, so I can take the captain. I don't hate it, I guess. And I don't think I can keep buying apprentice cooks. Like, I don't want to... It cost me 9 gold to do that, and I need something that's... Like, rerolls are relatively not that expensive at the moment. If I buy a second captain, then the chameleon will get used up. And I would really like my everybody getting 2 attack, or a single unit getting +2/+2 is the kind of the difference there. But not having very good rolls, though. It's I thought it would be somewhat easy to find one of these because I only have 1 faction, but it's proving a little bit stubborn. I mean, I guess taking the captain is probably safer, and then eventually I can try to triple the shackle. It just might take longer. this is a unit that I will probably enjoy having on the screen. Oh, and here's a ticket, so I can fish for, if I just triple unit, now I can fish for the units that I actually want, and then yet another captain. Slaughter is sort of a nice little front-loaded perk. The captain works kind of nice with the patroller who needs to scale. Like, these are all pretty nice. Slaughter is sort of one time. I don't know if it's that good if I have an upgraded captain who kind of already does a pretty good job of things. I think the captain kind of synergizes with the patroller. I mean, I guess I can do that. I think I want him to attack first because it's better chances that, I guess it doesn't really matter. Like, as long as there's still a front line at all, there's usually something behind it. Okay, so let's see what spells they give me. Okay, okay, transform into another minion of the same level. That one's sort of interesting. It's plus 6 health. Seems pretty nice. I could YOLO the patroller or this apprentice cook. What kind of 2 stars could I end up with? I don't even remember. Like, this unit has already done his job. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know if they stay upgraded though. Like, does it turn a gold into a gold, or does it turn to a basic? I don't want to Google it. Let's just cast it and find out. Okay, when it dies, everybody gets +4/+4. That's sort of okay-ish. Probably still gonna sell that one eventually, but at least I got to learn something. And I would replace this unit if I got something good here, so let's go ahead and do one more roll. I don't think I want to get the Pirate Thug. I think I'm gonna be stubborn, and I'm gonna really try to scale the Shackled, which might be a mistake. I think I might be tunneling a little bit too hard on that. I don't know.
Leave this place, for you do not belong here.
More equipment. I'm not sure if I mean, it's. I don't know. I'm kind of not really looking to spend gold, but let's see. This unit wouldn't mind being sturdier. This unit would kind of like to attack earlier, but this unit really wants to. I want this unit to die. I want this unit to attack. Maybe even go like that. Yeah, I like this unit to attack fairly early and often, I think. I don't know, in harder battles, if having it like this is kind of better, but these battles are not that hard. It's like if the front line dies, then the 3 remaining units have a shorter turn cycle. I don't know if this was actually good, but I went ahead and did it. Yeah, let's mix it up a little bit. Let's just... That's probably fine.
I'll take that.
Oh, got a cheater here. Okay, so that's probably not... He does have a good chunk of health, so him stealing your attack points when you attack. It's kind of scumbag, but it didn't... It's too little. It just wasn't equal to the task that we set before them. Okay, so I could get a second patroller. Well, I could get some help with my permanent scaling. All these are sort of fine, I guess. I could just buy this store and it's probably fine. Okay, so this unit like kind of automatically scales. I think what he really wants is health. But these units are strong if you help them scale. Let's give them that one some growth stuff, and this brand new one, let's just give it some flat damage. I could reroll the store, but I think saving my gold for the next store is probably a little bit better. Okay, these have shield. They totally negate the damage of the first incoming damage instance. Okay. Let's keep doing the double health. I'm still level 3. Still a 3-star here. Okay, the chameleon will instantly upgrade my patrol, which I don't hate it. I would like to triple my shackled, but the upgrade, the special bonus you get for the upgrade is no joke either. That's actually pretty decent. So let's see what they give me. So it automatically unequips everything. You can unequip freely. They're really generous about that. Okay, a minion of your level. I could pay to level up and then just use the ticket. As soon as I hit level 4, it becomes less likely to find more of these in the future. But maybe I shouldn't be looking back. Maybe I should look. Maybe I should want to be a 4-star. And I definitely don't want to waste this on a 3-star if I'm. I don't think I'm that desperate to get tunnel vision on that particular strategy. Yeah, that's. I have enough gold. I can roll once before I do this. And then change my mind later. Oh, it's a chameleon. Okay, let me just hold on to that. Redeploy you. Give you the growth stuff, and the flat attack bonus can go on, let's say, the drunkard. I could do additional rerolls. I could try to triple this one this turn because it's too late to level up, and I'm not going to use the ticket. I could roll 5 times and basically guarantee that I get my triple, which seems like it should be a reasonable way to spend this turn. Unless, oh, there it is. Okay, I was starting to worry a little bit. So this doesn't work on 4-star, so as soon as I hit level 4, it's no longer guaranteed that the chameleon is going to be able to do chameleon things. Okay, so I guess I'm getting out of here. How's the drunkard so strong? Like, where's all this damage coming from? Oh, wow, he got the fisherman buff 10 times. That just doesn't even... I just had 2 copies of this that both got buffs at some point. And he has the Dirk, so it sucks that he's doing better than the unit that's supposed to be scaling. Okay, I can summon 2 units, but I'd like to get my next star level before I do that.
Ah, friendliness begets wealth. It's time for me to beat a hasty retreat.
Okay, so I got 2 experience, so now it only costs 9, but they only gave me 2 experience for that. Are any of these good enough? This one is very weird. Yeah, the wording on this is very bad. It's like, I don't even know what that does. I think anytime any of your units take damage, the unit with this item equipped gets a +1/+1 bonus for the rest of the battle. That also looks kind of interesting, maybe, but I don't know. I think I'd like to just play the 9 gold and then cast my 2 spells. Oh, 3 spells. You get another one just for leveling up. So this one is gonna give me spells that who knows what they do. Decisions. I'll take that one. Okay. Oh, decisions. Holy Warrior is actually kind of interesting, but it needs a lot of support that does not yet exist. I mean, it at least self-synergizes enough that it can proc its own ability at least once, but... I think I'm going to take this one instead. So Embed is interesting, and it's you have to be the same faction. And then instead of deploying it to an empty square, if you want to, you can deploy it onto another unit to absorb its stats and abilities. Which, would ignore damage once per battle is kind of exactly what I would like to have on this guy who's supposed to be scaling. So that's... And Holy Warrior is back. This one is also badly worded. It's, so basically it gets +1. Its growth ability is +1/+1 for each unit on your team who cannot attack. So they're basically like walls in Magic the Gathering, which I don't know. There are some synergies right now. I don't have any. So that would not be good. I just thought I'd talk about it real quick, but here's the one that's actually nice. So if this unit can survive, okay, this unit still has to be alive when this one loses its shield. Which I don't really like. I could try to do it like this instead. I don't know. I could re-roll and oh, there's another shielded unit. I don't think I have room for it though. Like a shield unit right here might actually. Huh. That's kind of a curious thing, huh? And +4/+4 is versus a +1/+1 permanent on a single unit. And this one is a slightly better damage sponge. It's guaranteed to take 2 hits. Doesn't deal 17 damage. I think either way, they're both somewhat temporary fixtures in this environment. So I'll just do that. I'm going to try to get more utility out of the Holy Warrior. I don't know if sometimes overreaching to cling onto a gimmick is like counterproductive and like doing what looks attractive instead of actually listening to your shuffle luck. But it's an easier difficulty level, so I can definitely get away with it, I think. Okay. I think I like the lottery tickets better than just a boring old +1/+1. Well, it's once per minion. This you have to buy 2 minions to trigger it. More than trying to. I don't think it's pretty. Yeah, I couldn't afford to buy 4.
My own frame.
Okay, these are a little bit not what I want to do. I just want to keep my money. This unit, in theory, I could sell a unit and then cycle this one in and just to sort of see what equipment it offers me. Not very excited about this, honestly. I could roll, see if there's anything I like better. I think because this is a special shop, I think I hold on to this, and then I roll, and then yeah, I need to buy some. I would like to buy one more, but that wasn't it. A second copy of Holy Warrior. Yes. Okay. So what do I want to do? Does this Drunken Warrior is actually he's just absorbed a lot of our stats at this point. I think the captain might be the one I get rid of because the +2 attack to everybody is kind of nice, but with 2 Holy Warriors. And the shields popping off left and right. I think I can scale pretty well off of that. Oh, I forgot to. Crap. Oh well. I forgot to play the Weapon Thief and cycle it out. as an intermediate step. Now this one, do I want to hold on to this? Because when I hit level 5, I can get a 6-star unit, or I can just get a 5 right now. Yeah, let's just take the 5 right now, and then that's not very exciting. Another shielded unit and a better one. Okay, I could get rid of the lumberjack because he's starting to look kind of ridiculous. I mean, the patrol guy is like not super amazing either. It's an AoE. It's my only AoE attack. Maybe the drunkard could be taken out, but I think the arsonist for sure. Okay. Like how valuable is that shield? That is +2, +2 worth of stats somewhere on this board. I think the drunkard, I just haven't really. I've just been killing things. I don't really want to cut their attack in half. I'm just murdering the board, which a higher difficulty, maybe that's not how it works out. But let's actually remember to play the weapons thief. And there, okay, it's an HP talisman. I don't like how he comes with it equipped. I wish it would just went straight to your hand, because like the whole purpose of that unit is to trigger the skill and then you get rid of it. I don't know, maybe if you triple the weapon thief, something interesting happens, but don't intend to find out. Yeah, let's just do it like in that order, and then yeah, okay, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, my equipment slots are kind of full. The rest of these are just just shields. They're not actually trying to deal damage, but sure, we've got a dirk. Let's just equip it. I could fish for one more holy warrior. Yeah. Okay. Do I want to wait for level 5? I feel like it's a long time to wait. But what am I going to do with the level 4 unit? I think I've already tripled the unit that I want. I could get another arsonist. Oh, that's a 5-star, never mind. Oh, just another basic holy warrior would be pretty good right now. Oh, intruder is kind of a good sponge for leftover equipment. There is a piece of equipment that just gives you a shield, which would be... Well, you can't... Usually you can't double shield. You can only... If you apply this, it only accepts one stack. And it won't store a second one. But, okay, sure. Let's do that.
Time to shuffle the cards.
Let's see this dude. Yeah. Everybody gets their attack and health flipped, but most of my units were already basically balanced, so it's not a real problem.
The show has only just begun.
Another intruder. I mean, it's not the worst filler. Okay, this shield. Who gets the shield? It's just it's a waste. It doesn't the ability to double. It doesn't do anything. Okay, sure, I'll put it on you, and then you can get, oh, you can double the growth thingy. Okay, sure. I guess that's fine. Save my gold. I guess I'll save the gold. I'm not really, there's nothing I'm really looking for. The next shop is this, yeah, the next store is a special store.
It's futile to hide at the back. Oh, I didn't practice enough.
I'm just handing out +2/+2 like it's Halloween candy here. So this strengthen ability, it's like +2 damage, except it also applies to just stuff like any source of any special ability that deals damage. Also, it gets the amount increased by that. So I think there's some units like their death ability is when they die they deal so much damage and stuff. But right now I don't really have anything like that. This is only mildly good. I'm feeling like I'm getting a lot of +1/+1s without even trying. But having one stack hit everybody would be pretty decent, I guess. I can afford to roll for some 5s, I guess. Alternative is I try to get even more Holy Warriors. Like another Holy Warrior to replace this would be fine. How many 5-stars are there that I'm actually excited about? I don't even remember what they are. Let's see if I pay 13. I have 6 left. And then I would only have 3 rolls to look for a 5. I would have a lot of rolls to look for. I think this Holy Warrior gimmick is... like, usually you couldn't do this. Usually there'd be like 3 factions, and then the chances of seeing in any particular unit is not super high. Okay, this is pretty ridiculous, but let's do it. Yeah, let's try triplet so I don't have to replace this unit. He's actually pretty decent. Oh, great. That's pretty cool. Alright, get out of here. Alright, wow. Alright, I think I just fed that baby like 2 hours ago. And usually at night he sleeps longer than this, but I think we're gonna have to cut this short. I'm pretty sure I can just intern. pretty sure I can win without even shopping here.
Does not make much of a difference to most people.
Okay, let's. And sometimes I give him a minute just to see if he's gonna calm himself down, but it's been long enough that he's apparently not. So let's take this. And let's just. Obviously, I didn't play that to its full. This is supposedly the final boss, but I'm just. First difficulty level. I promise it gets a lot harder. Maybe I'll do a sequel. But that'll have to wait. Yeah, I'm unlocking stuff. Alright, so pretty slick. It's kind of nice what they've done. It's kind of interesting that they don't even sell it as a separate game. They just include it with the game that you've already been playing, which is kind of impressive, but it kind of makes sense with the DLC model. They want to, if you're already sucked into their universe, they give you something that you don't, sometimes when a developer makes a new game, you don't even ever hear about it, but this, it's sort of piggyback, on what they've already done, just kind of interesting. But the bottle's made, and I'm going to leave my hands here, so that's it. Pretty good. Maybe I'll try one that's actually challenging, so you get, that was all pretty overwhelmingly one-sided, with not many exceptions. But the next one should be a real challenge, I think. So. Alright, good stuff. Sleep when the baby sleeps. Scream when the baby screams.